So you finally found out what's been holding you back all these years. Maybe you heard about ADHD from a friend. Maybe you found a piece of content on the internet that really resonated with you. And maybe you did your research only to find out that many of your quirks and shortcomings actually make sense in the context of this very real, disruptive and debilitating disorder that people actually deal with. Naturally, you want to share this life-changing information with your friends and close ones, and maybe offer them the opportunity to understand you in a better way too. And what happens? ADHD, you look perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with you. We all get distracted sometimes. It doesn't mean we all have mental disorders. You are a captive of big pharma. Maybe you should try harder. Have you tried drinking more water? Exercise, meditation, walking? Nothing like a loved one crushing your efforts to actually get a grip on your mental health and better your life for once to stop you right in your tracks. Unfortunately, I'll be surprised if a single one of you watching this video has not gone through this with at least one of their loved ones. Maybe it has deteriorated that relationship, maybe it has held them back from having any therapy or medication or even a proper diagnosis for many, many years. Maybe it has taken a proper toll on their self-esteem and confidence. I know it has done all of these things for me. And if you're out there still believing in yourself despite all of the emotional turmoil you've gone through, still looking for that information that you need to improve your life, to understand yourself better, I see you and I'm proud of you. This video is for you. First, I know this is hard to accept, but usually the people closest to you who are skeptical are coming from a place of love. To them, you might have been just fine yesterday, going about your life, and today you have decided you want to have a mental disorder that will take all this treatment and medication and knowledge and going to all these kinds of therapists and psychiatrists. They might be worried about you. Especially for people who don't have experience with mental health problems in their day-to-day life, or if they are from the older generations, these things may be completely foreign. It's almost like a natural reaction to say, no, it cannot be, because for the longest time, people with actual mental health conditions were pretty much invisible. It runs so deep that even we ourselves often question if any of this is real and if we are imposters. Thankfully, science has your back. There's all the proof out there. It is real. But sometimes it doesn't feel like it because stigma. Still, if your loved ones didn't care for you or love you that much, they would probably not be so stubborn about it and they would let it go much faster. You can do whatever you want to do. So if they're holding on to it, their heart is probably in the right place. And accepting them and their reality as they are is a very important step to healing both ourselves and our relationship with them. Second, one of the people who didn't believe me was my therapist. Her reasoning was that there is nothing wrong with me per se. I'm me. It's society that has come to function in such a way that makes it almost impossible to be me and be successful in the way that I was created. And that is completely valid, except I want to thrive in this society like everyone else. So I have to treat my disorder like a disorder. And to that, she agreed. She said, as long as this helps you, it doesn't matter if you have any ADHD or not, if there even is ADHD, or if anybody believes you. If this knowledge, these therapies, these medications, these communities are helpful to you, make as much use of them as you can. If it helps you, do it. Do it, no questions asked. And you don't need to prove yourself, you don't need anyone's acceptance, you don't need anyone's validation, because it is working for you. You feel it, you do it. That has helped me the very, very most, because it helped me to accept myself without needing anyone on the outside to believe me, without needing 100% proof that, of course, doesn't exist. It helps me, and who cares? Third, if you do need permission or acceptance or proof, maybe you are too young to decide things for yourself, or you are underprivileged and underserved in some way. There are so many ADHDers suffering like that all over the world, and I see you. If you are young, Soon enough, you will be able to make decisions for yourself. Hang in there, follow all the strategies, wait it out. It will get better. And if you are underserved, underprivileged, maybe there is no treatments available in your country, we will fight for you. The purpose of this channel is to spread proper scientific information about ADHD and also to talk about my 99 problems and rant, but it's just to share the experience, make it visible. And there are so many scientists doing science and influencers doing influence, people out there, everyday ADHD sufferers talking about their struggles and sharing with friends and co-workers and family, that the word is getting out there. The world is changing, mental disorders are coming more to the forefront, and so is ADHD. So help is on the way. There are many useful studies and articles and arguments out there that could help you have productive, successful conversations about this disorder with the people in your life. Fourth, what if all the science and facts are out there, but you're afraid to take ownership? What if you feel like an imposter because you are not a perfect fit for the written down diagnosis in some manual? What if you don't feel like you're struggling hard enough to fit into this diagnosis? First of all, if ADHD strategies and treatments, whatever you're doing, are truly helping you, that's all you need to know. Remember that. Second of all, there is no perfect yes or no answer if you have ADHD, because reality is not made of ones and zeros. Nature is always flowing and vibrating with all these wavelengths and spectrums, and we are all on the ADHD spectrum anywhere from 0 to 100. It's not either 0 or 100, we are all somewhere on it, and you don't need to be a perfect fit to be struggling as much as anyone else. There is no objective struggle, they are all subjectively experienced, they are all equally important. So there will never be a perfect yes or no answer. It's all, if it helps you, it's okay. If you resonate with it, if you struggle this much, it is probably an ADHD diagnosis. Last thought for today. For most of human history, mental health disorders were practically invisible. You were probably more likely to get thrown to the lions for being kind of weird than to actually get diagnosed and receive proper therapy. Science has come a long way since then. Society has come some way since then. We have been able to find more acceptance, more therapies, more strategies, more ways to talk about mental health out in the open, and there is hope. In our lifetime alone, there has been so much change. So if you can speak openly about ADHD, speak about it. If you can't, support those who do so, and let go of the need to find definite answers. Accept yourself on the spectrum where we all are. Most importantly, take care of yourself in a way that works for you, and eventually everything else will fall into place. If you want to see my medication journey and ADHD journey over the last 10 months, I recommend this video. Maybe it will give you some hope and some practical knowledge and advice. See you next time, and thank you for watching.